It's too bad. I mean, I feel badly for the family. President Donald Trump is sharing his thoughts on former Prince Andrew's royal fallout. The commander-in-chief reacted to the news that Andrew's brother, King Charles, had stripped him of all titles and honors in the wake of continued scrutiny surrounding Andrew's connection to Jeffrey Epstein, telling reporters on November 2nd that he finds the whole matter unfortunate. I feel very badly. The president's remarks come days after Buckingham Palace confirmed in a statement obtained by Access Hollywood that the former Duke of York will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. King Charles also ordered Andrew to vacate his residence at Windsor's Royal Lodge, where he'd lived since 2003, and moved to, quote, alternative private accommodation. Andrew is reportedly set to relocate to the family's Sandringham Estate, and housing said to be privately financed by the king. Andrew's daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, are not affected and will retain their titles, Access has learned. Andrew had already revealed he was giving up his duke title following consultations with the king and other family members. We have concluded the continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family, his statement read in part. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life, he continued, also reiterating that he, quote, vigorously denies all accusations against him. As the son of now late monarch Queen Elizabeth II, Andrew had initially retained his birthright title of prince throughout the Epstein fallout. Now, Charles's latest decision to remove Prince from his name marks the first time in more than a century that a member of the British royal family has had an official title withdrawn. Andrew previously settled a sexual abuse lawsuit from Epstein survivor Virginia Giuffre, who died by suicide earlier this year. Andrew first faced backlash following the publication of a photo of himself putting his arm around a then underage Giuffre. In a disastrous interview with BBC's Newsnight, he said he'd contacted Epstein that year with the intent of ending their friendship, despite his earlier claims that he'd cut ties with the disgraced financier nearly a decade earlier. Epstein was convicted for soliciting prostitution from a minor in 2008. He was later arrested on federal sex trafficking and conspiracy charges and found dead in his New York City prison cell in 2019 while awaiting trial. His death was ruled a suicide. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse, the palace said in its latest statement. Trump's own ties to Epstein have been a topic of discussion in recent years amid calls for the administration to release files related to the Epstein case. The president claims to have had a falling out with Epstein years before his death. Ahead of Trump's state visit to the UK in September, images of him and Epstein were projected onto Windsor Castle. 4 people were arrested in connection to the incident, but the BBC reports that no charges were filed. That month, the White House also denied the authenticity of a 2003 50th birthday letter to Epstein, signed by Donald, that included the message, quote, "May every day be another wonderful secret."